And just more detail on that, 12 officers are to face murder charges over the death of baby Pendo and 39 other victims of extrajudicial killings. The High Court Judge Daniel Ogembo ruled in that particular instance earlier today. To something else that might end up in court, or rather should. Heavy tint jobs, booming speakers and crisp plasma screens are all part and parcel of many matatus in the country and are a big attraction for young people. Nothing wrong with that. However, behind this, concerns are emerging over explicit content being broadcast to passengers, including children as young as 2 years. Child psychiatrists are warning that the trend could see harmful habits such as sex addiction due to the highly explicit content they are being exposed to. Here's more.
The purple strobe lights welcome commuters in this matatu as they settle in for their evening trip. Among the occupants is this child who is accompanied by her mother. This is their entertainment as they head back home. The sound of vulgar lyrics and sexually explicit videos playing on a music video is on full display on the screens, entrenched all over the matatu. There is nowhere to turn without encountering the videos. Shortly after, another family boards the matatu. 2 young children are also aboard. They are treated to the same spectacle of highly inappropriate content. The children watch, mesmerized by the scenes of explicit images. This is but one case of many. Matatus playing unfiltered content on its screens is common, something psychologists are flagging as having harmful effects on young minds.
Impact of it can also increase of the likelihood of that child being addicted to pornography is very, very high if they were younger, if they were exposed to sexual content when they were younger. And this is because, like I said, the child absorbs from the environment, and children are led by a drive. There's usually that intrinsic drive. So that is what creates curiosity.
Matatus in the coastal region have also been accused of exposing young children to adult content. However, residents complain that when they report the incidents, the matatus are often let off the hook with a slap on the wrist because majority of them are reportedly owned by prominent individuals. The Kenya Film and Classification Board acting CEO Christopher Wambua says children are more impressionable and may not necessarily distinguish between fiction and reality. This makes them more likely to enact what they are watching, including use of adult language if exposed prematurely to adult content. Caregivers and parents have been advised to be extra vigilant of what children under their care consume.
A child can be exposed to some of these things and they never even talk about it. So you as a parent, you just think like everything is okay. But if a good environment is created whereby there is a pre-existing relationship between the child and the parent, then you get to know the world of that child. And you do that by interacting with them. You do that by asking them age-appropriate questions, rather than burying your head that they have not been exposed to sex.
KFCB adds that it is working with Matatu Owners Association to ensure that public service vehicles play clean content while occupants are on their commute.
This was last year. That shows 55% of children in Kenya have already accessed pornography or have access to pornography. Another article was done as well. I think that was in 2019, that's showing also like 12 million children are accessing pornography in Kenya.
It is not the first time that this is happening. In 2015, then Kenya Primary Schools Head Teacher Association Chairman Joseph Karuga warned that city students who use matatus daily are being exposed to lurid content, which leads to access of blue movies.
We're talking about specific, explicit content that is sexual in nature. Then this actually makes children be more permissive where sex is concerned, okay? Because from a young age, there is that normalization that this is okay.
Vendors on the street selling entertainment content have been flagged for concealing DVDs as movies